Killer Joe, I didn't know what I was going to expect going to see in this film, because it does star Mathew McConaughey, and the one thing I know is I like him when he plays like serious roles. I do love him in like other films, but those films are kind of like him having fun. This is when like the shit goes down. This is like whenever like all hands are on deck, and this is when he goes into serious mode. But is it going to be a bit too serious, or was I not going, or am I just going to like this film entirely? The plot of the story is like this, right? This boy is basically in trouble with some gangs or this guy or whatnot, and he basically owes them money. So he decides and sort of convinces his dad that we should hire this Killer Joe to kill, like, you know, his mum and ex-wife, because she has like sort of like $50,000 in insurance policy in case if she ever dies, and because it goes over to their daughter, they'll be able to pay the assassin and also, you know, pay off this boy's debt. Like I said, I didn't know what to expect. I hadn't seen any trailers for this, and I was blown away by it. It's really sick, you know, disgusting. It's basically the sickest stuff that happens is basically like near the third act. Like, I mean, you'll probably see like in this sort of the poster where it kind of says like sort of deep fried sort of or chicken and whatnot. Basically, I'm never going to look at KFC or a fried chicken for quite a while, but again, this film is very kind of like dark, twisted, but also funny enough humorous. I mean, it's pretty funny, like the stuff. I mean, you know that it's like that is just terrible, but it's just completely funny. And the sister, she's pretty good in this film as well. Like, the problem I do have with her, like, they have a thing of trying to get her naked most of the time, or like sort of form way of being naked, and I mean, it doesn't really bother me, but it gets out too much most of the time. But she was actually really good, and she's quite sort of like twisted in there, and I think that does help the film pretty well. The only thing I've got a big problem with is basically the boy. I wanted to slap that kid because he was like, you basically brought your troubles over to your family, and it's like, really, you had to do that? You know, I'd punch him over, and he's such a whiny little git. But obviously the star of the show is Mathew McConaughey, and he is just amazing. I think this guy is really good. He has really good range as an actor. I think this film though is going to be one of those films that people will talk about for quite a while, but it might just get left in the dust. It's not like it's not like amazing or like sort of great to like maybe The Lincoln Lawyer, but it's kind of near that way. And the only thing I was quite maybe a bit robbed off is the fact the title kind of says like Killer Joe, and I was thinking, no, there's going to be quite a lot of killing. There's not really a lot of killing in the film, and that's kind of like really disappointing. I give the film a great rating. It's getting 8 out of 10 for me. It's, you know, it's sick, twisted, you know, and I think you should try and go and see it as soon as.